Alrighty then. So there are 3 reasons why you would consider getting the G Plus intercooler. Okay, so the number 1 reason why you would get the G Plus is the fact that it's a good value. It's a good value not just because of price, but what you get out of it. You know, the fact that you can use this intercooler to go to stage 2. If you don't want to spend that much, probably less than if you would get a brand name intercooler, then consider the G Plus because it's a good value. I've had this for many months now without any issues. It's worked out for me so far. I mean, if anything changes, then obviously I would go ahead and replace it. But until that day, it's a good value intercooler for a good price. Okay, so the number 2 reason why you would get the G Plus right here is if you're okay with getting like a bare bones setup without going overboard. Because like I said, if you just want to do stage 2, right, all you need is a upgraded intercooler to do that. And basically the G Plus, which is, you know, like I said, a value, is not that expensive. It's not a brand name. It's like bare bones. It just has enough of what you need, right? Whether you're going bicooler setup or just a single pipe setup, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's just bare bones, upgraded intercooler that you could use so that you can go stage 2. Okay, and the 3rd reason why you would do the G Plus intercooler is the fact that it is a bicooler setup. Now, that's probably going to be the most controversial reason because there are going to be pros and cons for doing the bicooler setup. You're going to have people who don't like the bicooler because they're going to say that it's going to give you turbo lag and it's not going to be as efficient. And then there are going to be those who want to do the bicooler setup because maybe they're going to up their power. You know, it's really up to you what goals you have for your MK7 or your ride. But for me, if you're thinking about upgrading in the future, like perhaps adding more power, then doing the bicooler setup for the G Plus or whichever intercooler you want is for you. Okay, so I just mentioned that there are 3 reasons as to why you would do the G Plus intercooler setup. Now, I'm gonna give you 3 reasons as to why you would not want to do the G Plus intercooler setup. Now, the first reason as to why you're not going to do the G Plus is if you have enough money and money's not an object to you and you want something nicer, more quality, then perhaps you're not just looking for value, right? You're looking for something that's top-notch. You want a brand name. Then the G Plus is not for you because it's the cheapest of the cheap, right? Another reason as to why you may not do the G Plus is because you may not want to just have bare bones, right? You want something that fits perfect. And I've already shown you that there are issues installing this intercooler. The brackets don't fit perfect. The pipes themselves are kind of whatever, right? And so if you want something that fits perfectly and not just bare bones, then this is not the intercooler for you. You might want to get something better and something that fits perfect. Now, the 3rd reason as to why the G Plus intercooler may not work out for you is that, all right, that's a nice honking right there. Not sure what the honking is about. Okay, anyway, the 3rd reason as to why you may not want to do the G Plus is if you don't want the whole bicooler setup. If you're not going to increase the power, if you're not going to put like an upgraded turbo and stuff like that, then why would you do a bicooler setup, right? You're not going to need to do that. Just stick to the singular pipes and you're good to go. It's probably going to be more efficient. And so if you're not really going to use the bicooler for any reason, then go ahead and just forget about this setup and just go singular. You know, there's just a lot of reasons as to why people would do or not do the G Plus intercooler. Like I said, it's the cheapest thing. But if you watched my full video, then you would know that, you know, I'm really used to quality intercoolers, especially with all the other cars that I've had in the past, right? But now I just wanted to try something real cheap for the daily driver, but still has some value. And that's the reason why I went with the G Plus, you know? You are gonna get some heat from like a lot of self-proclaimed experts about, oh, that's just not gonna be efficient because you're gonna have turbo lag with the bicooler. Okay, I get it, but you gotta relax, you know, because it's easy to replace the pipe, okay? You can just take out the bicooler hose and then replace it with just a singular hose. So that's not even a big deal, okay? But the reason why I have that setup, I might upgrade the turbo to a IS-38 and boost more, right? And that's the reason why I have the bicooler setup. It's not because I'm trying to just leave it there like that, you know? If you're not thinking about upgrading, fine, then just leave it alone, you know? Don't even bother with the bicooler, right? But to me, hey, I wanted to get the cheapest intercooler that I could get, that I could feature and show everybody, done from the beginning. And I want to see how good this G Plus works and how long it'll last. It took me 3 hours to get here, and right now is the hottest time of the season. It hit like over 120 degrees, right? And on the freeway where I'm doing, you know, where I'm actually, I don't want to say how fast, but going faster than I normally do, the G Plus was performing well. You know, I didn't have no issues, even with the heat for 3 hours straight here in Vegas, all around me.
It is so hot. It's literally 124 degrees, and at night at 10 p.m. it's still 100 degrees, sometimes a little over 100. So just really trying to deal with the heat. Some days I wear my cap because it's just too much, but then, gosh, you just want to go inside. It's really hard. And then my phone keeps overheating, so I have my phone in the car by the AC just to cool it down. But hey, what can you say? I mean, what are you gonna do, right? It's Vegas, it's summer.
I still get the performance benefits right now, okay? Look at this guy, cool. See, that's the type of character that you will see here in Vegas all the time. But either way, oh man, what's he doing, man? What's he doing? Okay. So, as I was saying, the bicooler is useful for me even with this heat, the Vegas heat, with the record-breaking heat right now of over 124 yesterday and maybe more today, I don't know, or at least 120. And the G Plus has been performing well with no issues whatsoever, even at, you know, higher speeds and such. And so I'll let you guys know if I do end up replacing the G Plus, but so far so good. no issues, and I'm getting my money's worth with this intercooler. Here, check out this Tesla truck right here. Oh. So yeah, you know, if you guys are thinking about getting this G Plus, think about the 3 reasons as to why you should, and the 3 reasons as to why you should not. Till next time, stay safe and keep on rolling.
It is so hot. I thought I'd come in a car to get a little shade, but good thing I have my little handy dandy fan. But it is super hot. Ugh.